Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from the Roman Reigns Fangirl channel. I am back to make this video. I know I was supposed to make it a while back, but since it's my day off, I figure why not do it now. This will be a rant video about the disgusting, unnecessary relationship between Drew Torres and Zoe Rivas. Degrassi season 13, now follow me. I like Degrassi season 13. I do feel like the middle of the season is more interesting than the beginning. Like, ain't really nothing to really talk about from the beginning of season 13 for Degrassi. Like, not really. Nothing too, like, too interesting. The only thing I could say they really did that was, like, interesting in the beginning was the whole, like, Clara and Drew thing. But other than that, it was really kind of boring and flat. The middle, towards the end of the season, was really good. But if you were to ask me what's one thing in that season they just fucked up and just continued to fuck up and just continue to fuck up, was Drew's character. This what this video is about. Just the fuck ups of Drew's character, and this how those fuck ups led him to this unnecessary ass relationship. So as y'all already know, Drew and Bianca broke up in season 13. They called off the engagement. They called off the wedding. She broke up with Drew. She didn't love him anymore. She wasn't in love with him anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Just a bunch of stupid shit that they had written in Bianca's script. There's a bunch of bullshit that I don't believe. I don't think you just fall out of love with someone like that. Everything Bianca said didn't make sense on why she didn't want to be with Drew. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. Bianca breaking up with Drew made no sense. Like, once you get, like, past how sad it is and you go and watch it, you just look at how angry it make you feel that she broke up with Drew for really no reason. Like, she didn't really say anything. Like, she basically told him, this boy that she been in love with, that everything they've been through was just childish. How can you say that? Like, that don't even make sense. I'm not even gonna go down all the shit they've been through as a couple. Because her saying that really doesn't make sense on how she can say everything they've been through was for nothing. How can you say that? That makes no fucking sense. Anyway, we're going to move past that. So, off top, the episode they had Bianca and Drew break up, they had this nigga kiss Claire, or Claire kissed him. I can't even remember, right? They kiss. That's your number one fuck up. After he breaks up with the love of his life, Degrassi, your answer is to have him kiss another bitch? What? Hold on, y'all. Can I put on some lip balm? My lips dry. But, yeah, like, why was that Drew's, like, why all of a sudden in Degrassi was his, like, defense mechanism or how to deal with all his problems was, like, having sex with another bitch, crying on another bitch? Like, why? Why was that? Like, off top, the first person he should have went to after him and Bianca broke up should have been his mother. It should have been, Claire should not have been the one to find him. I get it. They were trying to do this whole weird thing, opposites attract bullshit. Let's do two characters who haven't interacted at all. And in the Degrassi Generation universe, like, ew, no. Like, Claire and Drew just don't make sense. Like, it just don't make sense. At this point, y'all just doing too much because now y'all trying to drive a wedge between Eli and Claire, and they literally, their whole relationship has just been like trying to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do. And I feel like having Drew in the middle of that was unnecessary. It was unnecessary because Claire was just trying to use Drew as a rebound. And then get mad when this nigga tell her he's not gonna be her rebound. Another fuck up. Like I said, they just had him crawling under other bitches. Like, I just don't understand that. I just don't get it. Like, when him and Bianca broke up, the first person who should have came and found her was his mother. Period. It shouldn't have been not some bitch he hasn't even spoke to at all in his entire show. That don't even make sense. Like, what Degrassi at this point, y'all was just fucking up Drew's character. Like, at this point, I had no idea what Drew's character was. Was it just to date bitches? What was it? Because they just kept fucking his character up, kept fucking his character up, kept fucking his character up. And the main thing that they did that fucked his character up, that doesn't seem like anything Drew would have done, is have him had a relationship with Zoe. Why would they do that? Why? So just for people who haven't watched Degrassi, I'm going to give you a little rundown between this unnecessary ass relationship. Drew, brother Adam, died. Drew was having a really hard time. He was grieving, having a really hard time dealing with his brother being gone. He was using, pills to help him stay awake. No, using pills to help him sleep because he was dealing with insomnia. He said his doctor stopped giving him prescriptions, so Zoe would buy drugs and give them to Drew, right? She would buy drugs and give them to Drew. In return, that Drew had to take her to school dances or whatnot. At first, before she was giving my nigga drugs, she was going around school to all the sophomores and saying her and Drew were dating. She was lying about all of this. Is before him and Bianca broke up. And everybody was like, isn't Drew engaged? She was like, engaged too. His fiance Bianca, bitch. How you gonna go around and tell everyone in school that you and Drew are dating, but bitch, you forgot to clock your facts that he's engaged to a better bitch than you? That don't even make sense. Before she was buying him the drugs, she was going around school saying they were dating, they were together or whatnot. And she was giving him drugs, and she had brought him to the school dance or whatever to make Miles jealous. Miles wasn't even paying attention to this girl. I don't even know why she wanted him so badly. Girl, what y'all had was in Paris. Leave it there. So, Zoe was buying Drew drugs, enabling him when he really should have been getting some help. So she was enabling him with drugs. During that time, he wasn't able to really focus on his president stuff. She helped him. They kissed. And after that, they started dating. So they're dating or whatever they try to explain it. Drew said they was keeping things casual, things like that. And then when they went to Miles' pool party, she just keep calling this nigga Drew her boyfriend. And then he said, can they talk? He dragged her into the pool house and he said, let's cool it with the titles and stuff. Like, I just got out of a really long-term relationship. I'm not looking to get down again, or, I'm not ready to, like, really do anything serious yet. You feel me? Like, I'm still in love with the girl I just broke up with. Like, I need time to really move past that. And she said she's sorry. She said she just wants them to stop picking on her. And she said, you're right. We could just have fun, right? That's what we're doing. Let's keep things casual. Like, we could do everything without the title. They end up kissing, which kissing led to making out, which making out led to sex. Right? So, they had sex or whatnot. Dallas is making fun of Drew having sex with a sophomore or whatnot, or him hanging out with sophomores and everything like that. They clown him and like, oh, what's next? You're gonna go to freshman parties? And he said that Zoe is a really nice girl. She make him feel good, and they not dating. They just keeping things casual. Dallas was like, not to her MySpace page. She just said you and her are officially dating. So at the end of the episode, Drew was like, we need to talk. And she was like, I know that language. You're breaking up with me. She said, you used me. He said, well, she said, we had sex last night. It was my first time. She said, now you're breaking up with me. He said, that was your first time. She was like, yes. And then he said that I think we should talk about officially making our MySpace pages officially dating. So the next episode, you just see that Dallas and them are all clowning him for having sex with a sophomore and everything like that. And he didn't break up with her yet in that other episode after they got together. But the next episode after that one, when he was getting stuff ready for the campaign for Miles' dad, she just kept coming around. And at this time, now this is where it's a little confusing because they said they were keeping things casual and then they started dating. Well, I felt like Drew obviously dated her because he didn't want to break up with her because he took her virginity, right? That would be a jerky thing to do. But you know, she just kept coming around. She was just so fucking clingy. And you know, it kind of reminded me of the whole Allie and Johnny shit, right? Johnny was older, so he didn't want to do all that PDA bullshit. He didn't like none of that stuff. But Allie was so young and so naive and immature, she liked that stuff because it's her first ever boyfriend and he just happens to be older, so they mindsets are different. It's the same thing with Drew and Allie and Zoe. Zoe's a little younger, so she wants to be around her boyfriend 24/7. Drew was really like all about his president stuff and things like that. Like he was trying to be nice and saying things to make her like, you know, understand that, you know, this relationship isn't gonna last because I'm gonna be so busy with my president stuff. We're not gonna have time for each other, etc., etc. Blase, blase. He tried to break up with her nicely. She didn't understand his language, so he had to tell her off aggressively and say, you know what, I broke up with you. I don't want to be with you. Like, just leave me alone and stay away from me. She tried to falsely accuse this man of raping her, knowing damn well when they had sex, it was motherfucking consensual. Granted, yes, Drew having sex with a 15-year-old does not look good. I will give you that. But my nigga Drew ain't no weirdo. He not a motherfucking predator. He's not. Period. And for Allie, not Allie. Why do I keep saying Allie? Zoe. For Zoe to tell her mama that it was rape and then still trying to falsely accuse this man, girl, you are so fucking low and evil. You got dumped. You got broken up with. Just deal with it. Why the fuck are you so mad that he broke up with you? Bitch, he broke up with you nicely, but your little ass didn't understand, so he had to get aggressive on your stupid ass and break up with you. You dumb hoe. And then at the end of the episode, she had the nerve and the audacity to say that he used her. Bitch, he used you. You allow him to use you. And people gonna say, what you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is you knew he just got done with a relationship. You knew he wasn't trying to get things serious in a relationship. You agreed with things being casual. Do you know what casual dating means? It doesn't mean that we have a title or none of that. Period. I come to believe people who don't put a title on you are people who don't really like you all like that, but they like you enough to treat you like you're theirs, but they won't put a title on you to really make you official. Like, why couldn't she just be that? A fucking rebound. That's it. Like, it's not going to be serious. He just got out of a long-term relationship. What made you think it was going to be anything serious, girl? What made you think that? Fuck, I don't even know why Drew was apologizing to that bitch because she allowed herself to get used. That's just on period. What the fuck? And then this is my problem with this relationship. This relationship was completely unnecessary. It was just completely unnecessary. And it was just something to just fuck up Drew's character again. Why would Drew date a sophomore? Why would Drew have sex with a sophomore? What's the reason? Why? Why would they do that? They literally had no direction. They literally did not know what they wanted to do with Drew's character after him and Bianca broke up. And that really fucking irritates me because Drew is one of the best characters in Degrassi. He always had some good storylines, some good character development. But during season 13 and 14, oh baby, they was just dragging his character down. Like, it's like they didn't want to see him do good after his relationship with Bianca. Like, they just kept dragging my man down. Like, it's like he was trying to reach for air and they was dragging him down below the surface. Like, nah, you don't get no air. We just gonna continue to drown you. That's what his character derailment felt like. It felt like he was being drowned, dunked underwater and can't breathe. And I just feel like his relationship with Zoe was the first cause and effect of that. His relationship with Zoe and then kissing Claire after he broke up with Bianca were all causes and effect because those are two things that didn't need to happen. If anything, they could have did a drug storyline with Drew after the death of Adam. he was having a hard time sleeping right. Well, he could have been addicted to pills. Anything to make him stay up or make him go to sleep, he could have been addicted to that. Like, he could have had a drug storyline. Because at this point, Degrassi stopped doing serious storylines. At this point, everything was about relationships. Everything was about who's dating who. Like, where the fuck are those real storylines we were able to connect with in the older era of Degrassi? Now all this shit is just... It's just, at this point, the only drama you get is with relationships. Like, no, you got other drama. You was able to get drama besides relationship drama in Degrassi. At this point, for seasons 13 and 14, it was just based on relationship bullshit. It's like, what happened to those real storylines that teenagers were able to fucking connect with? All that shit just went away during season 13 and 14, honestly. I can't think of one important storyline they did in those seasons other than Zoe getting getting sexually assaulted. That's it. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. And if anyone else can give me something, please let me know. But other than that, that's the only thing I can think of. But Drew's character didn't deserve all that bullshit that he went through. He deserved better. He's one of those characters who really just got the middle finger, and that's really fucked up because he was definitely one of their best characters. I don't think he deserved any of the crap that he had. I don't think he deserved any of the crap that the writers put him through during season 13 and 14. All the bullshit they had him have. The shit with Claire, the shit with Zoe, the shit with Becky. None of that was necessary. None of it. None of it was necessary. None of it should have fucking exist. Nothing. Excuse me. And before I go, this relationship right here is what I call a double standard, right? And y'all gonna say, what do you mean by that, Asia? Well, what I mean by that is that this relationship was viewed as disgusting, while the Ellie and Johnny relationship was viewed as cute. It was romanticized. Nothing about the Ellie and Johnny relationship was cute. Nothing. It was just as disgusting as the Zoe and Drew shit. It's a relationship that was unnecessary and it shouldn't have happened. Period. I'm over Degrassi's double standards, and I hate the way they dealt with Drew's character. I hated it. Period. Drew deserved more. He did not have to be in a relationship with Zoe. The shit was just stupid. Him and Zoe's relationship was completely unfucking called for. It was uncalled for. It was disgusting. It was unnecessary. It made no sense. It was just stupid. If you wanted Drew to have a rebound, why didn't you think he could have a rebound with someone that was his fucking age? Except you go to motherfucking sophomore classes and you make him have sex with a motherfucking 15-year-old. That's stupid. Drew would have never done some shit like that. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. He never would have done nothing like that. Like, y'all see what I'm saying? That I don't know what he did to them for them to treat him like that. But baby, I didn't like it. Whew. Yeah, that's it. That's it for today for this rant. I'm gonna catch y'all on my next video. Before I make my Craig and my Degrassi rankings, my Degrassi season rankings, and my Degrassi next class videos, my next video will be out about the JT and Liberty's relationship and why I feel like they are toxic. Yes, couples I can't stand. Here we go. That video will be up before I do any of my other Degrassi videos. Up until next time, peace.